Assalamu alaikum. Greetings of peace to you. That is the common greeting when meeting anyone who is a Muslim, and particularly one that you'll hear often in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, known as KSA, the acronym, which is a relatively new nation. Its birth was in 1935 when King Abdulaziz Es Saud united the tribes of Arabia. The kingdom was loosely governed until the 1970s, when what the Saudi Arabians call al-Tafra, the eruption, occurred, when oil prices rose so sharply to high levels and the kingdom became a major economic force with a rapidly modernizing private and public sectors. The United States and many countries around the world became a close ally and deliverer of development that was required. In addition to oil, Saudi Arabia being the largest exporter of oil in the world, religion also deeply influences Saudi society. Saudi Arabia is the birthplace of Islam and also where Mecca and Medina, two of the holiest sites for Muslims, are. 2 to 3 million pilgrims from all over the world come to the kingdom every year to perform a multi-day ritual known as Hajj, the holy pilgrimage. With a population of over 25 million, 60% are under the age of 20. 100,000 enter the job market every year. This requires job creation and foreign investment. The nation is growing and evolving based on these demographic realities, setting gradual reforms in the infrastructure of building and construction, agriculture, education, telecommunications, and transportation, just to name a few. Saudi Arabia remains both religiously conservative and modern throughout the kingdom, and particularly in the urban regions. You will find many businesses and restaurants that are from all over the world. In spite of its modernity, however, there is a strong belief that all occurrences in life, including business that emanates from the will of God, Allah in Arabic. A degree of fatalism, destiny, and acceptance are inherent in the Saudi characters. You'll typically hear Insha'Allah, which means if God wills, following any question or any statement of agreement or commitment to anything beyond the very moment. In remembrance of God, and in a sense, one's appointment with God or Allah that shouldn't be delayed, requires that businesses, schools, and life pause for the 5 times a day to pray and remember God and the blessings in which one has. Alcohol is forbidden, women are not permitted to drive, and cinemas are banned. To succeed in the kingdom, it requires an understanding of these complexities and nuances and a commitment to the most critical skill for success in business there is going to be based on the established trusted relationships and reputation you make. It requires patience and necessity of engaging people over time at activities that are not strictly quote-unquote business. So what does that mean? Drinking tea or cardamom coffee, going out to dinners and other social activities, not seeming to be in a hurry to get down to business, and accepting Saudi hospitality with your counterpart will make all the difference. Too often, companies who focus on the bottom line, a quick turnaround, and a timeline leads only to frustration, missed opportunities, and prevents a positive return on your investment. Publicly, Saudis have a friendly yet formal attitude towards others. Over time, the relationship may develop into an informal personal or friendly business relationship. Business is just that. It's a relationship. It's not a transaction. Arabs don't do business with institutions, but with people. You will find elaborate social events in the homes or designated spaces, in restaurants or hotels. Saudis are gracious hosts. Therefore, you're expected to be a gracious guest and accept their invitations. While many Saudis have traveled outside their country and may appear, quote unquote, westernized, they will expect you to be respectful to their cultural norms, traditions, and religious sensitivities. If one acts calmly, respectfully, avoids profanity, dresses modestly, and observes basic rules of behavior regarding women, photography, problems will be minimal. Again, showing respect and polite curiosity about the religion, the country, the culture, and traditions will always be appreciated and will aid in your relationship building for business making. Always remember, though, with Saudi culture and really all cultures, diversity exists based on the individual, the family, the region, their socioeconomic status or class, education, gender, and generation. And this is a snapshot that serves as a general overview of the Saudi Arabians you will encounter.